State Representative Kate Klunk. Welcome to Hanover, Pennsylvania, my hometown. Today we are in downtown Hanover and in my office building, the Young Manor. The Young Manor is one of the many jewels of downtown. Over the past few years, we have seen a huge resurgence with our Main Street Hanover program to really bring back businesses to downtown and make sure our economy is flourishing. Today, I have with me Barbara Rupp. Barbara is one of our Hanover Borough Council members. She is new to Borough Council, and Barb is a lifelong Hanoverian. She has seen downtown Hanover come alive again, and today I would love to hear her thoughts about where Hanover comes from, where we are now, and where are we going for the future.
Well, thank you, Kate. I'm pleased to share that with you. I'm sadly old enough to remember when there weren't as many cars downtown, and it was more sort of a walkability, a walking town, and a thriving area. Then malls came into existence, and so therefore there was a little bit of a decline. But as you mentioned, we are definitely trending up. We have a very active downtown. Main Street downtown has done incredible things for our community, had incredible celebrations. We have one now monthly. Every month there's a celebration in Hanover downtown. Main Street Hanover has done an awesome job. And recently, within the past 6 months, I would say, the Hanover Borough decided that we need to also be a strong partner to downtown Hanover. So there is a new committee called Downtown Economic Revitalization Committee, of which I'm just absolutely thrilled to chair because I live downtown. And as Kate mentioned, there are many jewels downtown. And I'm excited about the resurgence of some of the opportunities we have business-wise, historical-wise, and just visitor-wise in our downtown area. We recently had a community meeting where 125 people attended to share with us their thoughts on what they'd like to see downtown. The borough also has gotten a grant combined with some monies from Main Street Hanover to hire services of a contractor, a landscape architect from Norristown. Simone Collins came, conducted an awesome building committee meeting for our community, and they are coming back to us with a plan. On May 31st, they'll be meeting with business owners in the community and community stakeholders to see what they would like to see downtown. So much community input and really lots of excitement, new businesses, new things are really occurring downtown.
So what are some of the challenges that we face with our downtown? I hear some from business owners with parking, with walkability. What are some of the things that you're hearing?
Well, definitely there's some challenges with parking, I would agree. But the parking isn't really signed, the signage isn't great. So we luckily got a grant a couple of months ago. Again, Main Street Hanover got a grant for parking. So as soon as we complete some of these ideas for our streetscape, we'll have better parking signs. There is ample parking, it's just not signed as well. And I think sometimes when you walk from the end of a big mall parking lot to the store, it's just the same as walking from one street in downtown Hanover to another street on which you're looking for a business to enter. So parking, and there's been some work this summer on some of the streets, which has really had a lot of blockage on streets, and so people have been a little frustrated with that. But it's all going to get better, and it's all coming together. Streetscapes coming together, better parking signs, better roads. We're definitely trending up.
And that's where by this time next year, it's going to be a real treat to be downtown. The road will be repaved.
Definitely.
We'll have a number of, hopefully some new shops open.
Definitely.
And we will, just have a huge resurgence of downtown with the economic revitalization.
Right. There are new businesses starting every day, and I firmly believe if you build it, they will come. And I really think that once we get our streetscape plan, which should be completed by September and taken to the Borough Council at our Borough Council meeting in September, there will be another meeting for the public again. So this firm is looking for lots of public input. Hanover is going to be what the Hanover residents want, and it's going to be really, really terribly exciting. And we will be celebrating a year from now. Right.
So what do you see as some of the needs for downtown? As a state representative, how can we work together to make sure that downtown is flourishing? What do you think those needs are moving forward?
Well, your support, obviously, your support is incredible, and we cannot ask for better support from you. So the support is a large part of just getting the excitement, and the opportunity to talk with you about this is so exhilarating. I really, really appreciate it very, very much. But I think just your support and also patronage downtown And I think when you see some of the businesses that have started up and are starting up, I think it's going to be easy for you to continue to support your wonderful efforts you've done so far. And I thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much, Barb. It's really critical that those here in Hanover come downtown, support our local businesses down here. You can find everything from a cup of coffee to a hot dog to a gift for your mom, maybe for Mother's Day or Christmas. You can find it all down here. You can host an event. You can get your teeth cleaned. You can go to the doctor. There is something for everyone here in downtown Hanover. Hanover is open 24/7, 7 days a week. You can come down and enjoy all of the wonderful things of downtown Hanover. I hope that you would take the time to come and support those downtown businesses. They need you now more than ever, so we can continue to make downtown Hanover Main Street strong.
Did you know that Act 16 of 1999 honors one of the greatest leaders in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives? The Matthew J. Ryan Legislative Office Building, once known as the Capitol Annex, is located next to the main Capitol building and honors the late Speaker of the House, Matthew J. Ryan. Those who visit this building will observe the magnificent architectural designs providing eloquence and grandeur to the building. Known as one of the greatest members in the history of the Pennsylvania State House, Matthew Ryan started his career in the legislature in 1963 and was elected Speaker in 1981. His charisma and knowledge will forever be reflected in the building now named after this great legislative leader. Now you know.
We're continuing our discussion about downtown Hanover today with our Main Street Hanover director, Justine. Justine, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
We really appreciate it. We appreciate everything that you do for downtown. And you've been in this position for what, over 3 years now?
Over 3 years, yeah.
And so you've really seen a major takeoff of downtown. What is it like to be, the face of downtown and really moving this effort forward?
It is such an honor. I started January 2015, like you said, and a lot has happened in 3 years. But I think most excitingly, people are taking notice of downtown Hanover and seeing the growth that's happening, seeing the exciting new businesses that have opened. And it really is it's a passion for me to do this as a job and to be able to help bring about even more change and even more growth and even more economic capacity. The mission of Main Street is to improve the economic capacity and really increase the quality of life for those living and working and playing in downtown Hanover. So we're really excited with where we've come.
And when I go back to some of those initial listening sessions,
Sure.
And that was not maybe 10 years ago, or
Yeah.
that have really laid that foundation for where we are today. And one thing that really struck me through those conversations was downtown Hanover is not just my downtown for living in the borough. It's everyone's downtown in the region. Yes. It's, Abbottstown's downtown. It's New Oxford's downtown. Yeah. It's that economic hub that really holds this part of York County and the eastern part of Adams County together.
Absolutely, absolutely. A friend of mine has told me this analogy, and I'll share it here, that the downtown is the front door to the home that is Hanover. And really, we need to make sure that people get a good first impression when they come and they visit us here, like you said, at this end of York County. And as they move into Adams County and up from Maryland. I mean, we are that downtown hub for a lot of communities, and we impact a lot of communities. And success here really does mean success for the greater Hanover area. And so we are really making sure that our door is nicely painted, it's on its hinges, it's welcoming, and it feels like the home that we all want it to be.
And some of those homey businesses that have been here forever, Culp's. Mm-hmm. I think of Culp's. I think of Clark's downtown, the hot dog shops. Mm-hmm. There's just so many of those businesses that my grandparents would tell me about going to when they were children. Mm-hmm. And that,
It's exciting
amazing.
to have. It's really such an incredible mix of businesses who've stood the test of time and who have stayed in downtown and really been with the downtown community through good and bad. And a nice mix of new businesses, new life, new entrepreneurship that's coming in and opening their businesses, taking the risk that is opening a business in downtown Hanover. And so there really has been such a wonderful synergy between those kind of founding businesses, if you will, or those that have been in the downtown for quite a while, and the ones that are coming in, the ones that are taking those vacant spaces, the ones that are bringing a new life to some of the buildings that have sat empty for many years. So we're excited to be able to help build that synergy. One thing that Main Street does is a part of what we oversee in the downtown is putting on merchant meetings, something as simple as getting together for breakfast and letting business owners meet each other and understand that there is a neighborhood of business that cares about you and that wants you to succeed, and that collaboration and cross-promotion is here in downtown. That's something you don't get when you open up a business somewhere else. You get that when you open a business downtown, is that camaraderie, that kind of mutual and shared pain and success. And so it really is a wonderful community to be in downtown.
And one of the many services I know that Main Street Hanover provides is that streetscape. You were talking about, that opening the door, and is the door freshly painted?
Absolutely.
I know that you have done a number of projects downtown and kind of sprucing things up a bit. Can you talk about some of those sprucing up projects?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. They are ongoing, of course, but some of the things that we've done throughout the years is continually have a beautification program, which is a combination of hanging baskets and planters, bringing some greenery into downtown, as well as also trying to keep it clean. We hold many cleanups where folks come out and volunteer their time because they care about downtown. They want to come clean up any litter that's there, any dust or debris from any traffic that happens. But our streetscape plan, like you mentioned, is really going to be that tipping point for the physical appearance of the downtown. One of the things that we've asked our consultants to look at is how the downtown looks and feels to people driving through, but more importantly, pedestrians. Walkable communities do better economically, and we want to make sure that our community, our downtown, is walkable and feels inviting and a place that you want to be. And that can happen through a number of ways, but some of the things that we're having them provide recommendations for are different trees and greenery and how we can make the downtown more green, but also it's things that seem as simple but are impactful, like trash cans or benches or light posts or different lighting and how people feel when a place is lit. They feel safer, they want to be there, they feel more comfortable. So we're having them study those sorts of physical aspects of the downtown, but we're also asking them to study the traffic patterns, and we're asking them to study the parking inventory. One of the big concerns people have and they come to me for is, what's going on with parking? Where can I park? Where can my customers park? Where can my employees park? And while we have parking locations, I don't think that we've done a great job of promoting them and providing adequate signage to share that with people who are unfamiliar with the parking opportunities. So one of the recommendations that we're looking for from these consultants conducting our streetscape study is to provide us with signage opportunities and different recommendations they'd have to better announce to visitors where they can find a place to park so that they don't feel turned off by driving around and trying to find a place to park. So those are the three aspects of the study that we're really excited about. Those are the three that we have kind of really been pushing with them. And one of the things that we really stressed to them was that this needs to be a community-driven plan. We really are doing our best to gather the community input that's needed to make the recommendations that fit our community. One thing that the Pennsylvania Downtown Center really stresses to all the Main Street communities in Pennsylvania is to be you. Don't try to be any other community in Pennsylvania because it won't work for you. You'll be copying something that doesn't work for your own essence. So one of the things that we've really tried to do is think about our own community, what makes us unique, what makes us exciting, and what's that essence and that spirit of what Hanover is. And that's what's going to make this streetscape plan even better, is that we're not copying Frederick, Maryland. We're not copying Lancaster or Gettysburg. This is going to be unique to Hanover because we've gotten that input.
So what do you think that essence is of downtown?
It is a spirit of makers. It's a spirit of entrepreneurship. It's a spirit of pride. And I think that is the essence that we're really tapping into. We have an incredible history. We have an incredible future. And I think it's that pride that we have in our community that we need to then demonstrate through physical improvements that we can make in the downtown.
And I think we're already seeing that pride in so many of the events
Yeah.
that you have hosted every month.
Yeah.
Main Street Hanover hosts the Second Saturday program,
Yes.
which gets me excited to come
Yeah.
downtown. Even if I can't come downtown, just
Absolutely.
driving through
Yes.
and seeing everyone downtown rallying around our small businesses, rallying around these employers, these makers, these job creators, these entrepreneurs. It's truly amazing to see that. And one of the big events that I actually helped with the kickoff, the
Yes,
first
you
one a couple
did.
years ago,
Absolutely.
was Sip and Stroll, which
Yes.
has really taken off as a community event. Can you talk about that? And really, that is kind of that signature downtown event, that one event that really kicked everything off
It
for Main
did.
Street Hanover.
It absolutely did. The Sip and Stroll is a very unique event. It was something that was challenging at first to explain, but it is so impactful. Sip and Stroll, for the event, we invite local breweries, wineries, and cideries, if you will, and we encourage them to pair with our small businesses in the downtown as a way to increase the foot traffic throughout. So anyone can buy a ticket, and with that ticket, they're given the map to downtown. They're given the businesses that are there, and then they can walk at their own speed, strolling through our downtown and sampling some of the finest food and beer and wine that our area has to offer. And it really has, every single year I hear from folks that I didn't know this was down here. It is a really fun way for people to experience downtown for the first time. I think a lot of people find it intimidating if they've not been into a store, or small businesses, you're not wandering through aisles by yourself. You're interacting with the small business owner. And sometimes that can be intimidating to some folks. But Sip and Stroll is this casual way to invite all of the community to come to stroll our streets, to meet our small business owners, and really interact with everyone in your community, sometimes for the first time.
And I think one thing that is really important is making sure that Main Street Hanover is open for all age groups.
Absolutely.
And so you have those events for adults, but you also have some really great events for kids.
We have awesome events for kids and families. Being a mother myself, that's important, as I know you are
Yes.
as well. We really want to make sure that we're demonstrating all that there is for families to do downtown. Some of those fun events that you mentioned are a chalk art festival that we do every year called Chalk It Up, as well as we started a new event last year called the Cookie Stroll, which was really popular. So it's in the holidays. All the businesses will provide or make themselves holiday cookies, and you walk around and you get to sample holiday cookies, maybe do some last minute shopping, and that's a really exciting event that Main Street Hanover has put on. As well as the Main Street Hanover events, I also am heavily involved in our Christmas activities. So Santa's Cabin, the holiday parade, these traditions.
Christmas in Hanover.
Yes, these traditions that have been around for over 80 years. We, as Main Street, really want to ensure that they continue. And so we have done what we can to help promote them and to help grow them with a tree lighting ceremony, with Christmas tree wars that a lot of people enjoy.
We do our Christmas tree every year, and that's one of the things that gets me really excited about being a part of
Absolutely.
downtown.
It's such a wonderful way to get involved.
And the creativity.
Yes, is outstanding.
What members of this community and business owners come up with, it's truly amazing, the creativity that we have down here in downtown.
Absolutely. So Christmas Tree Wars is really unique in that we ask all the businesses to create these unique Christmas trees, like you said, that reflect their business. And then using the passport, everyone can walk around during the holiday season and see these beautiful creations that the businesses have come up with. So it really is a testament to the creativity that we have in this community.
And we have a tree every year on the Christmas Tree Wars passport. and it's always great to see the people coming in. It's families, it's friends who are getting together to enjoy, an afternoon of food and drink and enjoying downtown. And it's really something for all ages to really get yourself in the Christmas spirit.
Absolutely.
When I think about downtown and my fond memories of growing up, I think about the cabin and visiting Santa downtown. And so this year was the last year for that cabin. It was the same cabin that my grandparents went to.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to take my little daughter Grace for Christmas, but there's going to be a new Santa's cabin.
There is. That was one of the things that we were really adamant about. While the cabin that had lasted for 80 years was in really poor shape, we really wanted to make sure that we did it justice in creating a cabin that can last for another 80 years. So this year we will be unveiling a new Santa's cabin for the community that we know will be around for 80 more years. The cabin that was there was beautiful. It was maintained with a lot of love, but it looked 80 years old. It needed some upkeep and some renovation. So really the best way to do that, the most fiscally responsible way to do that, was to build a new cabin. So we're in that process now. We are trying to come up with a way to create keepsakes from any of the wood that's still available from the disassembling of the former cabin. So we are trying to make sure that people can hold that piece of the cabin, the 80-year-old cabin, near and dear to their hearts. So we're really managing this process with a lot of love. We love Santa, and we love the ability to have a Santa that you can visit that's free and that's available to you, and that's right in our downtown. It's such an incredible tradition that I'm so honored to be a part of.
And that's where I remember going with my grandparents to the Santa parade. We would always go to the Santa parade. We would have breakfast at one of the hot dog shops, and then we'd come back and visit Santa for the afternoon and give him the laundry list of all of the wonderful goodies that we would like to see under the Christmas tree. And downtown really creates those family memories to last a lifetime. So you're really being a part of people's lives. It's not just the business owners. It's not just the people going downtown. It's that tradition that really means something, I think, to our local Hanover community. And one thing that really just strikes me is the rallying around downtown. I mean, we see so much support from all of our service organizations, from Hanover Rotary and the Exchange Club and Kiwanis Club. I could go on and on. Every single bench downtown seems to be sponsored by some sort of an organization. Can you talk about really what that means to bring all of those community groups together in downtown?
It is incredible, the kind of support that you can receive if you just ask. And that's really what I found over these past 3 years, is that there are so many people who want to see downtown succeed that they're willing to step up to the plate. Main Street Hanover has one staff member. That's me. Everything else that we do is made possible by volunteers and by support. We're a nonprofit organization, and so we operate really lean, but we rely on these service clubs, and we rely on these donors, and we rely on these volunteers of the community to really help bring our mission to fruition. I mean, we really do rely on them for you name it. All of the Christmas decorations that are hung every year are put up by the 4 service clubs in the community. And so really that in and of itself is such a fantastic thing to watch. But from the benches, like you mentioned, sponsored by the Rotary Club, and to any sort of activity that we do, we're consistently getting their support, and it really is something that speaks to the heart of what Hanover is about and what we who live in Hanover really stand for. And so that's what's really exciting about the support that we get for our nonprofit, our little nonprofit that could. I mean, we really do try as best we can to do as many events, to do as much as we can. It's not possible without our volunteers, from our board members to all of our committee members, event volunteers to donors. We couldn't do it without them.
Well, we certainly could not have downtown without you, without all of our merchants, without all of these wonderful volunteers. So if there's a business owner out there who's interested in locating downtown, or somebody who is looking at volunteering, how can they reach out to me? Street?
Yeah, we have a great website, mainstreethanover.org, and the Contact Us button at the top right-hand corner sends me an email directly. So I love to talk to people who have ideas, whether it be for opening a business or for a new event or something that could be impactful. I'll tell you, Main Street Mini Golf, an event we do every summer, was started by a 9-year-old boy. I mean, he really thought of this idea, and it was something that is an incredible thing that we are able to help put on. I mean, you really can do a lot when it comes to the creativity that you're given. So through our website, you can contact us. We're also very active on social media, Facebook page, Instagram. We operate both of those myself, and I have a part-time staffer, Lauren, who works with me. And so we really do the best that we can to make it easy for people to contact us or to donate to us. So that's one of the things that we're really excited about. And I forgot to mention the Borough of Hanover. I really wanted to bring them in too, because they are so supportive of what we do that we really couldn't do it without them either. I mean, they're the ones who keep Hanover running, and so it's exciting that they are really supportive of Main Street and see what we do is impactful. Michael Bowersox, the borough manager now, is an incredible leader, and he's done a great job taking a stand for downtown and making sure that downtown is where people want to be. So I had to give him a little shout out as well.
Well, Justine, I can't thank you enough for everything that you do for downtown. You inspire downtown every day, and I would like to tell our viewers at home, please get involved. Downtown is open for business. Main Street Hanover is here. Again, there's something for everyone here in our downtown. Come down, check us out, and I think you'll be happy, and I'm sure you'll come back.